Another show on Netflix. They did like a 6-episode thing about the Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys, and Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson, and like it was really good. I'm in the 6th episode now. It's like the downfall episode.
Does Deion Sanders play a big role?
He's in there quite a bit. He's interviewed a good bit, and there was a season or two. There's a season where he was playing for the Niners, and he ended the Cowboys season, and Jerry Jones was like, I got to get me a Deion Sanders. And then like steals him from the Niners, pays him whatever he wants, and then they go on and win the Super Bowl. But Emmitt Smith was talking about, he's like, I left the club one night. I wasn't drunk, but I'd had some drinks. Look in the mirror, there was a cop. I was like, oh, God. Oh, no. Cop passed me. Gave me an escort home. I said, what the fuck? We got it made now. Cool. It was really good because Jerry Jones gets this huge like amount of hate, I think, for ruining the franchise. Yeah. But as I'm watching it, he won like he didn't win. He was talking about, he was like, my mouth is good at borrowing money, and I had borrowed up $50 million worth of debt drilling oil. And I tell you what, I hit this one oil, and he's talking about when he finally hit the oil and how the oil well was. He said first it started a hollering, then it started a yelling, and then it started screaming, blowing that black gold everywhere. And that one well made me $100 million. And I said, I'm gonna buy the Cowboys. And it was like this guy was $50 million in debt, hit it with this one oil well, and turned that one oil well into owning the Dallas Cowboys, which must be worth like, I don't know, 6-9
I think it's the most valuable professional sports team.
I was going to say
in
North
North America.
I don't know what would be worth more. The Boston Celtics are probably worth a lot, but not as much.
Well, they were shitty. Yeah. Like what they would, like the NFL had
no
an agreement.
Non-NFL team is even fucking close to NFL value.
I think you got to look at like European soccer teams like Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Zach says the Yankees. That he wrote a lot.
Well, see, it doesn't apply to that because Jerry Jones is shitty. So the way most of the sports teams do it, as you know, is the Dallas Cowboys equated for like 80% of all merchandising sales, but they still only got 1/32 of the money. So they were like, fuck that. We're doing a deal with Nike. The NFL was like, no. We have an NFL-wide deal with Reebok. I'm like, fuck you. We've got a deal with Nike and Pepsi. And they're like, no, we've got a deal with Coca-Cola. Fuck you. And they sued him, and he won. And he won in every way imaginable. He's like, not only could he keep his sponsorships, he could get more. And so the Dallas Cowboys just signed their own brands for the Cowboys themselves, and left the rest of the NFL in the cold. He was amazing at what he was doing. His daughter was like, I put a Nike swoosh everywhere you could imagine. And I called Daddy and said, Daddy, the stadium has been swooshed. And you look, and it's like every step as you go up the stands, another Nike swoosh. Like every drink cart, soundboard, TV screen, just Nike everywhere.
Yeah, so Zach has the Yankees at second and the Warriors at third. The list I found had the Warriors at second and the Yankees in fourth.
Are you on the Wikipedia one, Woody? That's what I'm on.
The Forbes one.
Yeah. Or this must be newer. Or I'm sorry, the list that Zach is showing must be a bit older because it also says like Dallas Cowboys 10.1 billion on the list we're looking at. And it says 9 billion here. So maybe it's
great.
Probably, yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know basketball would have a team that high up.
As I'm processing it, right? The Cowboys play 17 games a year, right? They miss the playoffs all the time. 17 games can only earn as so much compared to 82.
It's shocking how much this list is NFL heavy. Like in my head, I thought a lot of it would be soccer.
Me too. So Real Madrid on the Forbes list is 12th. I can't count down, but
and then there's like La Liga,
Manchester
Premier
United.
League, La Liga. Yeah, there's in the top 20. There's only 3 soccer teams.
I do think the highest paid athlete is a soccer player. I think Ronaldo right now is clearing. I think his deal was $700 million over 2 years for the Saudi league.
I wouldn't doubt that. Baseball players always earn more than I expect them to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're usually over like we've signed Shohei Ohtani for $1 billion over 33 years. Like their contract lengths are really, really long. I
got
just
the
told you
list here.
Ronaldo got that in 2 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
Steph Curry's number 2 on this list.
For pay?
Tyson Fury is 3rd. Dak Prescott, Messi in 5th. LeBron at 6.
What year is this though?
It's the Forbes list from 2025, I believe.
Because like athlete salary varies so wildly year to
2025
year.
Forbes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I would guess like a LeBron James.
Steph Curry's making 156 salary this year. 156 mil.
No, there's no way he makes 156.
Oh, not salary. Not it's total.
Yeah. Well, see, that's another thing. Like, are they adding in all the sponsor deals?
It has to be. The max contract in basketball is about 50 million. So he's tripling that. It must source
it's got to be a lot.
MVP signed the NBA's first $200 million contract in 2017. He became the first player with 2 such deals when he inked a 4-year, $215 million extension in 21. He $50 million salary plus. It was the first player to earn 50 plus.
Who is this? Steph Curry?
Curry, yeah, 51.9 a year.
So early in his career, he was underpaid. He was an elite player, but I think he had an ankle injury, and they didn't pay him as much as you would for someone that good because they were uncertain about his future.
Mm-hmm.
And that contract kind of hurt his feelings a little bit. It was the best he could manage, and he went and got a shoe deal with
Under Armour.
Under Armour, that's it. I had N1 in my head. I knew it was wrong, but he got this Under Armour shoe deal that was kind of better than everyone else's shoe deal because he was a little competitive and about he didn't just sign with Nike like so many people do or Adidas. And the shoe deal turned out to be a whopper, and he did really well.
Yeah, he was like the first major signee for Under Armour, and then Under Armour just went all in on Steph Curry, and then he just made bank. It is fun going through those lists and like going by year, because then you can see like, this is the year that Mayweather decided to fight. Oh, this is another year that he decided to fight. Because he'll fight once and he'll be at the top of the list.
With boxing, I never know what's true. Like UFC fighters are always underpaid, right? And then you hear them afterwards. They're like, actually, Lorenzo called me up, gave me $2 million, said thanks, bro. You know, like it. Then once I fought as a former champ, wasn't making champ money, but they were like, you know what? I think you should. They wrote me checks on the down low.
Yeah, Cormier, he was on an 80,000 deal, 80,000 to show, 80 more to win, and they gave him $1 million after the fight. And then the next fight, he had a new he was the champ and he was defending, and his contract was 300, and that plus his pay-per-view points. He was like 700,000 or 800,000 he had made, and they were like, "We'd like to get you to $1 million. I feel like you should be earning $1 million a fight." And they like gave him the difference, whatever it took to get him to $1 million for the fight. I think Cormier is a special example, though. He's definitely the golden boy. I heard Shannon Sharp float the idea of when Dana White retires, maybe DC doing that job, but that's not in the. Dana White is clearly grooming Lorenzo, I think, for that job.
Okay. I used to think Chael Sonnen was the right level of scumbag for that job, scumbag and promoter. Like he'd be good at that.
He'd be dirty.
And now I feel like he's maybe overdoing it on the scumbag.
He'd fill his own pockets. He'd be taking fucking bribes to put people in. They're like, oh, would you like to fight Ronaldo or whoever? You know, how about you give me 20% of what you make? 20% is something you weren't going to make at all unless I make it happen, right? Like he seems.
That's how Trump would run the UFC.
Oh yeah. Corrupt as fuck.